What's up with dating? I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, originally. I was married at one time for a number of years. I got divorced a couple of years ago. I've dated several people since then, but I've only had one real relationship since then. And my ex-wife was my girlfriend in high school. We grew up in a very conservative Mormon community. Yeah, we both were raised Mormon, but not so conservative, not so pious. We met the first day of junior high school in 7th grade, but we didn't really know each other. I actually knew her brother more from classes. And then in high school, we ended up going out, started dating, got married when we were 21. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
At 21?
Yeah.
How long did you date for?
We started dating when we were 16, so we dated for 5 years before we got married, and then we were married for 8.5 years.
At what point did you start to say to yourself, okay, well, I have to back out of this?
Honestly, it was about a year in that we both kind of knew, and then we stuck it out for 7.5 months.
7.5 years.
When we first started dating, we were super compatible, right? And then you change, and I think the biggest problem in religious communities like Utah, people aren't encouraged to ask what they want out of life before they get married, because it's assumed everyone wants the same thing, to get married and have a bunch of kids and be happy that way. And then you get married and you're a couple of years in and you realize, wait, we want completely different things. Not that I don't want a family, I do, I'd love to have kids, but that's not my primary focus, and that was hers, and then it's well, that's where it starts. And then you find all these other things, all these other fractures in the relationship.
Wow.
And then I want to say it was 5 years in where we were both yeah, this is gonna end. And we both knew it.
Were you sleeping in the same bed those
Yeah.
last 3.5 years? And I mean, do you have, are you cat, dog family? Or?
We had 2 dogs, yeah. For those 3.5 years, it was fine. It was just we're living separate lives. I'm doing my thing, she's doing her thing, but we're living in the same place. We still have a marriage, but it's so low on the priority list at this point. So that last year, we were basically just roommates. I mean, we still slept in the same bed, but it was just more economical. It was as soon as we can sell this, then this is gonna happen. And as soon as we got an offer on the house, we told our families, who were shocked, which is weird, because I thought it was very obvious.
Does your relationship with your parents affect your dating life?
I feel like my relationship with my parents was a big reason why I stayed married for so long, because, it's taboo. Divorce is taboo. I always wanted to date someone my parents would approve of. I wanted to be able to have someone that fits into the family, who's very compatible that way.
And she fit that mold?
Yes, and she did very well. She fit in with my family better than I did. But now, my parents live 700 miles away, so it's not that big a deal. It's my life, I'm gonna do what I want. I grew up in a family that was very, not abusive in any way, just emotionally closed off. We didn't hug, we didn't touch, we didn't, say I love you to each other. That just wasn't who we were. I'm the oldest of 4.
Wow. Are any of your siblings married?
Yes. Well, 2 of them are divorced and the other one's married. And one New Year's Eve, we were sitting around, all 4 of us with our significant others, and all of the significant others were making fun of how emotionally closed off we were. And this was years ago. And so we've all recognized at this point and all made steps to change that. I mean, I don't feel like I'm super emotionally open at this point, but way more so than I was back then. I'm Chris Henderson, and I have no idea what's up with dating.